Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we will discuss DSA VTU Model Question Paper 2024 solution. Question number 9a. What is chained hashing? Discuss its pros and cons. Construct the hash table to insert the keys 7, 24, 18, 52, 36, 54, 11 and 23 in a chained hash table of 9 memory locations. Here, use the hash function h of k is equal to k mod m. And it is a 10-mark question. Here we need to explain what do you mean by chained hashing and give its advantages and disadvantages. Then construct the chained hash table for the given data with 9 memory locations. So what I mean by chained hashing? It is otherwise called separate chaining, and it is a technique used to resolve collisions in hash table. So in hash table, whenever more than one element marked with the same index, in the sense in that case collision happens. So collision is a major problem in hash tables. So to resolve this collision, the technique chained hashing we can able to implement. So here when two or more keys hashes to the same index, in the sense in that case collision happens, here the chained hashing will maintain a linked list of all elements that hashes to the same index. So if more than one element hashes to the same index, in the sense this chained hashing technique will maintain a linked list of all the elements, so that all the elements we can able to accommodate with the same index itself by maintaining a linked list. That is the concept of chained hashing. And if you are considering the advantages, it is very simple implementation, easy insertion and deletion. Since we can able to maintain the linked list of all elements, no need to worry about the space. Automatically with same index, we can able to insert more than one element, and also if you don't want, we can able to delete it. Also if it is not required, we can able to delete it. And also it maintains a dynamic data set, that is dynamic resizing of hash table is possible. Whenever we want to accommodate more data, dynamically it will resize the hash table size. Okay, whenever it is not required, you have deleted, in the sense memory will be released. Okay, and adaptability, it can able to maintain large set of data. These are all the advantages. And disadvantages if we are considering, since we are maintaining a large set of data, memory is a overhead here. And also cache inefficiency. The linked list is very large, in the sense it is difficult to cache that particular data element. And also it will degrade its performance if you are maintaining a large linked list. And also in case of worst case situations, the time efficiency will increase. These are all the disadvantages of chained hashing. Now we have to construct the hash table for these given data elements in a chained hash table with 9 memory locations, and we have to use the function h of k is equal to k mod m. So here k is nothing but the key, that is the element, m is nothing but here 9 memory locations they have given, so we have to consider 9. Okay, so first step, create a memory space of totally 9 memory locations. Okay, starting from 0 to 8, totally 9 memory locations you have to create. And initial step, this is the initial step. In this step, assign all the memory location, that is initialize all the memory location as null, because initially there won't be any element, right? So in the starting, you need to initialize all the memory locations as null. So this is the starting step. Okay, so first step 1, here consider k value is 7. So h of k is equal to k mod m. Okay, so k is nothing but 7, mod total memory location m is 9. So here you will get it as 7. Okay, so here you have to create a linked list and place the element 7. Okay, and a linked list, in the sense the first part will contain the data, the next part will contain the link to the next element. Okay, so this is the first element. Next, step 2, consider the next key. Next key is k is equal to 24. Then h of k is equal to k mod m. K is 24, mod m is 9 only. Okay, so 24 mod m, in the sense you will get 6. Okay, so here already we have placed the element 7, right? Now in 6th memory location, In the 7th memory location, we have placed the element 7. In 6th memory location, place the element 24. The key element is 24. Okay. Next, step 3. Third key element is 18. And h of k is equal to k mod m. K is 18. Mod m is 9. So here you will get the value 0. Okay. Already the hash table is 24 we have placed in 6th memory location and 7 in 7th memory location. Now in 0th memory location place the element 9. Now third element also, place the element 18. Okay, place the element 18. Step 3 is over. Next element we need to consider here is 52. Next, step 4, consider the fourth element. It is 52. H of k is equal to 52 mod 9. So here you will get it as 7. So in 7th memory location, one more element you want to insert. So in that case, what we can able to do it in the sense, just create a linked list and add that element. Element is 52. That's it. In 7th memory location, more than one element hashes to the same memory location. So in that case, create a linked list of element and place that element in the same index. Okay, here this is not actually the collision. In chained hashing, this is not actually the collision. You can able to create a linked list and place any number of elements within the same index itself. That is possible. That is the main advantage in chained hashing. Okay. Next, step 5, consider the next element 36. So, h of k is equal to 36 mod 9. Here you will get it as 0. So, here also in 0th memory location, same index more than one element hashes. Okay. So, in that case, create a linked list. Just to create a link here and add that element here. Element is 36. Okay. Next, step 6. Consider the next element 54. H of k hash function is equal to 54 mod 9. So here also you will get 0. Okay. Again, in the same 0th memory location, one more element hashes. Okay. But no problem. We can able to create a linked list and place that element here. 54 also we have placed in 0th memory location. Now 3 elements occupied in 0th memory location, right? And 2 elements occupied in 7th memory location. Okay. Next is step 7. Consider the next element 11 and h of k is equal to, here k is equal to 11. Okay. So h of k is equal to 11 mod 9. Here you will get it as 2. So in second memory location, place the element 11. Okay. Next, step 8. Consider the last element, key is 23. And hash function h of k is equal to 23 mod 9. And here you will get it as 5. So, in 5th memory location, place the element 23. That's it. In 0th memory location, with the same index, you can able to map 3 elements. That is possible with chained hashing. Okay. In 7th memory location, 2 elements. Likewise, any number of elements in the same index, we can able to map by creating a linked list. That is the main advantage in chained hashing. But here, what is the main drawback here in the sense? Here, memory is a overhead. That is, you can able to maintain a lengthy linked list also. It is possible. But what happens in the sense? Memory is a overhead when you are trying to store more number of elements. That is large set of elements if you want to store in the sense. Memory is a overhead and cache inefficiency may occur. If it is a lengthy linked list in the sense, appropriately which element we want to retrieve, that is very difficult. So, cache inefficiency may occur. Obviously, performance will degrade. Okay. So, these are all the disadvantages in chained hashing. So, advantages if you are considering in the sense, mainly we can able to resolve the collision. Collision is not at all a problem in chained hashing. Okay, that is the biggest advantage. So, this is all about chained hashing. Thank you for watching this video.